Damn. Heat up 2, minute to go. Never mind. Tie game. All right. That's who I want the ball in the hands of. Our point guard. There you go, Kyle. If he misses this one, I'm gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Clamp his ass. Hand off to AJ Green. Pick and roll to Lopez. He gets it to go. Tie game again. Mr. Stones hitting big shot after big shot. Wow, these are the only 2 people that are going to touch the ball. You know you got Bam Adebayo on your team. You know you got Bam. Can't even touch the ball late in the game, man. That's ridiculous. Don't tell me we're about to get gamed at the buzzer for the 2nd game in a row. There you go. This time they double. Hell no. Hell no. Bro, tie game with 0.7 left and you don't got Khalil Ware in there? Game time. Foul? Oh, he didn't get it off. Right, halfway done with overtime. Bam Adebayo has our only buckets. And there's some tough ones, but KPJ is continuing to kill us. ISO on Giannis. Oh, he dribbled off his foot. Oh, my God. Just when I was hyping you up, Bam. He ain't Khalil Ware. Is Davion? Offensive foul. Look at Davion Mitchell, dog. Dog, baby. Put your finger down, Giannis. Of course, they screwed the Heat over again. Last game, John Moran pushes off. They don't call it. This game, they go back 30 seconds and say Davion fouled him earlier, when really, it's just good aggressive defense. But you still got to, look, bottom line. Bottom line, man. Get that ass back, Davion. They took away a great play from you. Oh, my God. Some ugly-ass basketball. Bam, driving kick on the mismatch. He traveled his ass off. And you settle for fadeaways on 6'4" Kevin Porter Jr. Yeah, fadeaway Bam Adebayo. Soft ass. Ooh, good rebound, Kyle. Good hands, man. That's my point guard. Davion. Burks. Get your ass in the corner, Burks. We know where you like to operate. Duncan drive? Oh, my God. You got off night on KPJ, but they going to come to the screen. Don't switch it. And he splits the double team. Too easy. Too easy. They're going to need some kind of miracle down 4. I don't know what this weird-ass lineup is, but was Spo cooking? Yeah. Dumbass formation. What you thought you were, Mike McDaniel?
I'm never wrong. I'm just early because this is a true note that I made from back in 2019 prior to the NBA draft where the Heat ultimately ended up taking Tyler Hero, and I would say that worked out pretty well. But prior to the draft, this was my actual draft wish list. I had Kobe White as my miracle pick if he was to fall to number 13. But obviously, he turned out pretty well. But outside of him, my number 1 realistic pick was Kevin Porter Jr. And here he is 6 years later, absolutely terrorizing the Miami Heat, which is frustrating. Now, because obviously, 1, he really hasn't had a great career. He's bounced around a lot. He's been traded a ton. He's been suspended a bunch of times. Truthfully, he should be in jail for the same reason that Miles Bridges should, but I don't want to make this video personal because he hooped tonight, and I'm going to judge the game, and he absolutely killed us. So shout out to me for being a visionary, I guess. I don't predict, I prophesize, as my guy Roy L.A. Shepard says, but he's really just a liar. But the rest of my list, I had Rui Hachimura, number 2. He's pretty good. I had Bol Bol, number 3, who obviously hasn't necessarily worked out, but I think he's shown flashes. And then PJ Washington, I had him at 4. He's a good player as well. And then my biggest miss was Sekou Doumbouya at 5, who was in the league for like a year. So I was 4 out of 5 with my draft once. I guess unless you count my honorable mention of Romeo Langford, who didn't work out either. Now, there was 3 guys I didn't want to draft. Jackson Hayes, Brandon Clark. Both of those guys have had okay careers. And then I was right about Nasir Little because he did have a lot of hype coming out of North Carolina. Just never really got it to stick, even though he was technically a Heat 2-way player earlier this year. And I think he's on the Sioux Falls Skyforce right now. But yeah, kind of a heartbreaking game because similar to the last one versus the Grizzlies, I was way into it, as you can see by all the clips that I put at the beginning of this video. But I do take some solace in the fact that I like ping pong balls as well because the Hawks lost tonight. I don't know if the Bulls played, but the Heat were actually on the tippy toes of the Atlanta Hawks, but they got smoked tonight by the Knicks. And I guess let's check the schedule. Let's see what the Bulls. Oh, the Bulls play the Hornets tomorrow. So you would assume they're going to win that. And Hawks play the Jazz. So yeah, both those teams might win. So with every game that the Heat lose, it really pushes them back of a chance of getting that 7-8 spot. And the reason that's critical is because obviously I want the ping pong balls, right? But if you're going to make the playoffs, I would rather play the Cavs than the Celtics. Let me know down below if y'all agree, because yes, I know the Heat just beat the Celtics, but we also beat the Cavs this year, and I feel like in general we play them better. Is that partly because the Cavs might be a little fluky? I don't want to say they're fluky because they're certainly an amazingly well-rounded team with almost no weakness or no obvious weakness. But Jared Allen said it himself. The lights were too bright. And there's always a chance that the lights might be too bright for them again. And of course, with the Heat's new Bam and Ware front court, maybe they can match up with some of the size. You put Donovan Mitchell on Davion Mitchell. You know he likes that matchup. I could be tricked into saying Heat in 5. I have been tricked because I've been saying that for like a week now. If the Heat play the Cavs, Heat in 5. If the Heat play the Celtics, Heat in 6. Let's get into this game, though, where the Heat ultimately ended up getting outscored by 6 in overtime. Going in, you had no Tyler Hero. He was out with a thigh contusion. But I guess I want to give Tyler Hero credit for playing majority of the games this season. I guess as of right this second, he's played 74 games. And I don't know how many games that he got left. It looks like they got the Sixers, Bulls, Pelicans, and Wizards. So let's say Tyler doesn't play any more games. If he played 74, I'm cool with that. Talking about him missing, 8 games? I'm very proud of that, especially coming into this season where after Pat Riley called him fragile to play 74 games. That's dope. And obviously, he can get up to as much as 78. So that'll be pretty cool to see. But obviously, you could see that he were missing him tonight. I interrupt this video to tell y'all about something that you're definitely going to want to hear about. Because let's be honest, things aren't so great with the Miami Heat right now. But that's okay because March Madness is here and every game is a chance to cash in. And y'all know I'm locked in, so I got to dabble a little bit in the sports betting. So what better way to do that than with MyBookie's Bet and Get program, where when you bet on the March Madness game, you get a surprise reward. That could be cash back, bonus chips, free bets. You never know what's coming next. And as Heat fans, y'all should be locked in too, because truthfully, we're probably going to have a very high draft pick. But I'm good with that because Cooper, Flag, VJ, Edgecombe, all the top prospects are looking amazing. So make sure y'all get in on the action with MyBookie and sign up using promo code MM50. That's MM50. And that will allow you to boost your bankroll with a deposit bonus to make sure you get the most out of your money. And if you don't want the deposit bonus, that's okay too. Just make sure to let them know that I sent you. So bet on any game, anytime, anywhere, only with MyBookie. Now, let's get back into the video. You did get Duncan Robinson, who got the start. And from the jump, Bam Adebayo really looked like he was ready to take over without Tyler Hero. And I mean, Bam as a whole on today, the numbers look fantastic. Had 31 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists on 11 of 25 shooting. So not the most efficient. But he hit 3 threes immediately, all in the first quarter. And had the Heat won this game, I was going to come into this video and say, how dare you play drop coverage on Bam Adebayo? That boy's the third splash brother. Did you not know? Have you not heard? Because Bam Adebayo was absolutely killing Brook Lopez in that drop coverage in the first quarter, just scoring from everywhere, including the 3 triples. Bam had 15 points in the first half, or 15 in the first quarter, 23 at halftime, which is why I was ultimately upset that Bam only finished with 31. That means he had 8 second half points. And a lot of that is because Doc Rivers, who usually cooks up nothing, realized pretty quickly it's not the smartest to put Brook Lopez on Bam. So they had Giannis switch onto Bam, and Giannis did a pretty great job the rest of the game. I'm not going to lie to you. And it was even more frustrating because Bam, who usually guards Giannis very well, got cooked in the second half. Because I think Giannis only had like 12 at halftime, but he finished with 36, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists on 62% shooting. So yeah, Giannis was cooking tonight. But the Heat would be up 1 after the first quarter. The Bucks would go on a run. In the second quarter, they would go up 7. But then Davion Mitchell really got going. Had like 3 straight tough floaters. Was able to strip an attacking Giannis and went coast to coast. I think Davion Mitchell had 12 points at halftime. He would finish with 20 for the game. 20 points, 5 assists for Davion Mitchell. It's a damn shame you lost a game where Davion scored 20 points because obviously he's going to bring it on the defensive end. And if he's getting 20 points, those should be games that you should dominate, just truthfully. But yeah, he was good. Duncan Robinson hit a 3 early on. He hit a deep pull-up 3 right before halftime. That would tie the game going into halftime. So it was nice to see Duncan get going a little bit. He played last game, but didn't play too much, was a little bit rusty. But tonight, Duncan had 16 points on 4 of 10 from 3. I thought Duncan was good tonight. In the third quarter, Khalil Ware got going a little bit. Even this time, John Crotty noticed how great Khalil Ware's touch is. Y'all know I've been saying it forever. He had this one where he caught a one-handed rebound, outreached with all his length, caught it from like 11 feet from the hoop, and then just put like a little sky hook in from 11 feet, all net. Oh, I love his touch. Unfortunately, though, because he is still a bit of a skinny player, Giannis was attacking him, putting his body into him. Khalil Ware got his 4th foul with about 9 minutes to go. And for some reason, Spo never put him back in the game. Or I guess he didn't put him back in the game because Giannis was attacking him. But I think they could have did some things to keep Bam on Giannis and make sure that switch didn't happen. Because I did like what Ware was bringing you, because he was 3 of 4, 7 and 6 in only 18 minutes. So I liked what he was doing, but he never checked back into the game. But Alec Burks, shout out to him. This time, him and Duncan played a lot together, which is funny because the conversation's always been one or the other. But they were both good today. Talked about Duncan. Burks was great as well. Obviously, he continues to be automatic in that corner. He dropped 24 points today on 6 of 14 from 3. So the Heat lost the game where Bam dropped 31, Duncan 16, Burks and Davion 20+. That's sad, man. They just didn't get a lot of help from elsewhere. In the fourth quarter, the Bucks would go on their own run to take the lead. Then Alec Burks continued making great plays. Had this one where he missed a 3, followed his shot, got his own rebound, then did a baseline fadeaway, got it to go to get the Heat the lead right back. Eric Reed had a funny comment, called it a Ja Morant bounce, which, yes, that's exactly what it was. And the Heat would go back and forth. From there on, they'd actually go up as much as 7. But then Kevin Porter Jr. kept killing us. He would hit a 3 to make it a 2-point game with 2 minutes to go. Burks got to the free throw line with the shot clock winding down. He's a guy that was really looking to attack late. Him and Kyle Anderson, who was also good today. Kyle Anderson today played 32 minutes, got 12 and 14 boards, which I guess is also part of the reason Ware didn't play too much, is because Anderson was pretty good at getting some rebounds. But Burks would get to the free throw line. He would give the lead right back to the Heat, and then he would foul AJ Green on a 3, who, if he doesn't foul him there, the Heat probably win this game. But I respect Burks' effort because he was trying to fight around a Giannis screen, and then he had to fight too hard, I guess, and his momentum carried him into AJ Green. But yeah, then I stopped taking notes because y'all saw the clips at the beginning of the video. Bam would have a chance there, or I think that's when Giannis, I guess, ended up having a game winner. If we just want to skip to the last play, missed the fadeaway. This time I noticed the Heat did double. One of the things that Spo said at the end of the last game is we don't like to defend on an island, like Ware was on an island guarding Ja Morant. Today, Bam was on Giannis. They sent Davion for the double, forced Giannis into a tough midi, went into overtime. Finally, nice to see Bam Adebayo going, because we mentioned he only had, 8 points in the second half? 4 of them was in overtime, the first 2 baskets. So he was pretty non-existent in the first half. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. I was mad that Bam didn't get a look late in the game because Anderson and Davion were the only ones touching the ball. So while I appreciate their aggressiveness, get Bam the ball. He's your best player. Get in the ball. I don't know if that's Bam not being aggressive verbally and calling for it, or I don't know if that's just these other guys not looking for him. But I think a guy like Kyle Anderson has a high enough IQ to get Bam the ball, so I don't know. But then you go into that overtime, and everything was just pretty much too easy for Giannis. The Heat's offense was looking ugly, and then they would come away with another loss. And hey, they picked up a ping pong ball along the way, so who the hell cares? We'll run through the box score to see what else we got here. We pretty much talked about the whole starting lineup outside Pella. Pella played 39 minutes. I posted a video earlier today doing a film analysis. I've had a tendency to be a jinx occasionally when I speak very highly of a guy in a film breakdown. They don't play well the next game. That continued today because in 39 minutes, Pelle Larsson only had 3 points. He shot 1 of 8. Not his best outing. Off the bench, we talked about Davion. Terry Rozier did get a little bit of run. Didn't score in his 4 minutes. But yeah, that was basically the rotation off the bench. It was Highsmith, Mitchell, and Kyle Anderson. Of course, on the Bucks side of things, we talked about Giannis and KPJ. 24 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists off the bench. He was phenomenal. But Yeah, it was a fun game. More importantly, though, I should note that the Duke is playing right now, so Miami Heat's future starting small forward. Let's do a quick check-in on him, as currently Duke is up 12 with 11 minutes to go. And Cooper Flag, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Love to see it. Also, don't shout out the Florida Gators, because they also made the national championship, but we all about the U over here. Even though it'll be fun to see, maybe I think the championship game is Monday, and I think the Heat's next game is actually Monday also. So I might go out with my boy to a bar just for the environment. The vibes will be good with Florida playing. But yeah, there's only 2 games on Monday, and the Heat had to be one of them. I don't know. If I go out to watch the national championship game, maybe the post game will be a little bit late, but we'll see. But outside of that, shout out to Micky Arison for making the Hall of Fame, man. A lot of Heat fans obviously don't love him because he has a tendency to be cheap, and the Jimmy Butler situation ended bad. They didn't win a championship, but don't get it twisted. There would not be Heat basketball without Micky Arison. There would not be Pat Riley. There would not be 3 championships, which a lot of organizations would die to have. So I just wanted to shout out Micky Arison, and I posted a whole YouTube short about it earlier today if you want a little bit more thoughts. I've been trying to break out the YouTube shorts more. Anytime there's some news on Twitter, I'll screenshot and talk about it for a minute. That way I can just talk about some more things outside of Heat basketball. So if y'all curious on my thoughts on that, go check out my YouTube shorts, and I'm hoping it's a way to get some exposure and therefore more subs. But I could also get more subs by y'all hitting the button down below. It's completely free, and I'm trying to get to 7K. So I do appreciate the support. Make sure to leave a like and comment your thoughts down below, because I'm very curious to hear what y'all think. That being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, everyone.
Look, pull up in your city, tryna get that dead face. Do it on my own, I don't need no dead weight. Had to kill him off, yeah, I need a head space. You know this homegrown bitch don't offend me.